Okay, today we're going to do Unit 5, Notes number 11, which is writing in standard form day 2. So we're going to continue doing what we did yesterday. We're just going to have one or two steps added into it also. So first thing is, let's review our standard form, or vertex form, sorry. So this is our equation for vertex form. Remember that A value tells you quite a bit. It tells if the A value is positive, it opens up. And if the A value is negative, it opens down. That vertex, H, tells us our H and our K value. Remember, H lies, K tells the truth. So looking at this graph to the right, our vertex is -1, -3. And to find that A value, they went over 1, and it looks like they went up 2 till they hit that line. So that is where we get the A value of 2. Okay. Writing that in vertex form. So this is our A, H, K, Y equals 2, parentheses, it'd be X minus a -1. So that's going to be a positive 1. That's where we're saying H lies, so you flip it. And then minus your K. So hopefully you guys are noticing this is a little bit lengthier than yesterday's. And so we're going to talk about how to work all of that out. So we are going to convert that into standard form. So remember that A value is in the front and tells you the exact same thing. If it opens up, it's positive. If it opens down, it's negative. And then the C value also tells you that y-intercept. So converting this into standard form has a couple of steps. The first thing is first, and this is similar to yesterday, that little 2 means a lot. So 2, and then I'm going to write x plus 1 twice because that means that parentheses is squared, so I write the parentheses twice. Then you distribute just to the first parentheses. And then that -3 on the end, we're going to save that till the very last because it's at the end. We're going to leave it till the last. So we're going to box method these two, the first two binomials. So 2x and 1, x and 1. And then that +3 I'm going to tack on to, or that -3 I'm going to tack on to the end because I'm going to be subtracting that 3 from that last term. I get 2x squared. X, 2x times 1 is 2x, and then 1 times 1 is 1. And then we combine our terms to get our final answer. So y equals 2x squared. Combine your diagonals. That's going to give us 3x. And then these two can also be combined. 1 minus 3 is going to give you a -2. And that is taking your vertex form to standard form. Okay, now we're going to go to the back and practice a couple more of those. If I'm going too fast for you, please pause the video, get everything down, and then you can always go back and play it or rewind to get the information that you missed. Okay, going to the next one. First thing I do, if that parentheses is squared, I need to write the parentheses twice. So that negative stays out in the front, and I write x plus 3 twice. Don't forget the -1 on the end. Keep it there. The negative just gets distributed to the first set of parentheses, and it will multiply everything in there by that -1. And then I can box it. -x, -3, x, and 3, and then my -1 on the end. So I'm going to get -x squared, -3x, -3x, and a -9. So bringing that out, I'm going to get what's f of x? Because whatever I started with, which was f of x equals -x squared. Combine your diagonals, so we're adding them together. So we're going to get -6x, and then -9 and -1 is going to give you a -10. And that is your answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. So again, this is going to be a super similar process to the one on the front page and number one on this back. So the first thing I see is the little 2, so I'm going to write the parentheses twice. Distribute, so you're going to get 2x minus 4, x minus 4, and then plus 10. You can then do your box method. 2x negative 4, x and negative 4, and then that plus 10 on the end. So I'm going to get 2x squared negative 4x, negative 8x, and then a positive 16. So bringing this out, I'm going to get y equals 2x squared. Combine your diagonals, so negative 8 and negative 4 is going to give me negative 12x. And then combine your last two, 16 plus 10 is going to give you 26. And that is your answer for being in standard form. Okay. Let's go down to 3 and 4. 3 and 4, you guys, they're same process, you guys. Same process. So little 2, so write the parentheses twice. Distribute. So 3x minus 3 and x minus 1 plus 5. Do your box method. So 3x minus 3, x minus 1. So I am going to get 3x squared minus 3x minus 3x and a positive 3. I forgot about that plus 5 right there. So y equals 3x squared. Combine your diagonals. You're going to get negative 6x. And then combine those last two to get positive 8. Okay, let's go to number 4. First thing, write your parentheses twice. Distribute the negative 4, so you get negative 4x minus 4, and I'm going to keep that in parentheses. Create your box, so negative 4x minus 4, x and positive 1, and then my minus 8 at the end. So I'm going to get negative 4x squared, negative 4x, negative 4x, and a negative 4. So bringing this out, my function was g of x, so I'm going to do g of x equals negative 4x squared. Negative 4 and negative 4 is going to give you negative 8x. And then negative 4 and negative 8 is going to give you negative 12. And that is your answer. Okay, are there 2 questions? Yeah, 2 questions. Okay, the first one says alter the equation to make the vertex a max value. If you were to graph this right now, this is your vertex, and it's going like this. So right now your vertex is a min. So just think, if I wanted to flip it, so if I flipped it, it needs to go like this to make that vertex a max. What do I need to change? Hopefully the a value is turning into thing. So this a value, the only thing you need to change is to make it negative. That is how you would change that function. We change the a value to flip it. Okay, next, which order lists the functions in order from widest? So widest is going to be your smallest number. And narrowest is going to be your biggest number. So you're pretty much labeling these in order from smallest to biggest. So your smallest, so this is negative 0.25. We have 0.03, negative 2, and then 0.1. So your smallest number would be in. And so this would be number 1. Your next one would be the 0.1. So Q, and then your M, and then your P would be the narrowest because it's the biggest number. So this would be your fourth one. So D would be your answer on that. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions on this. You guys are good to get started on your homework.